My name is Johan Andao, and I'm working here in Gothenburg, Sweden, as an Ayurvedic doctor and Vedic astrologer. And we also have here from this place is called Veda Aurums. Like Veda is knowledge, Aurum is a gold, like golden knowledge kind of. And we also have lectures here and some courses in different subjects like this. And also coming out with much information from this place about Vedic tradition, ancient tradition, about the mysteries, conspiracies, UFOs, many different things we are talking about. And many things is coming from my own journey, which I try to share with people. This journey is starting many years ago when I came to India in 1978, and I lived 4 years in India at that time, from 78 to 1982. And in this time I have many thoughts, many great spiritual experiences, deep experiences, deep initiation into Vedic meditations. Study Ayurveda, Vedic astrology, and many subjects about healing and health like this also. And meeting many very special people, some very wise people, and some very advanced souls. I had the luck to meet them. And in this awakening also was quite drastic, you could say. And in this awakening, much information coming through from my past lives, many past lives, and also like the spiritual levels of information from different sources in the world of spirit started speaking to me. And in this information I get many revelations about many things. About how this world is built up, the ancient traditions, the time we are moving into. So in that time I get this information both from people I meet in India, some special souls, some holy persons, and what I get into myself also, that we are moving into a new time and a new age will come. This time I've never read anything about the New Age or Age of Aquarius or anything like this. So, but all this information just pouring through in a very drastic manner. And this have continued for many years. So all this you start to read much later from certain sources about conspiracies like David Icke and David Wilcock, many different things. All this information I get in the late 1970s. Also later on I get many experiences with contacts from Pleiadian people, many UFOs. I will tell about these stories later. Different civilizations, some good, some bad. And also much coming through a master called Hilarion. This Hilarion started to speak to me very clearly in the beginning of 1980. And also this connection with this master Hilarion is one of these so-called ascended masters. I read many books later about him, what he said, and all this information was pouring through me. And also this I get from this Pleiadian people, you see. Then I meet one English guy in India, and then he tells me about this book from Barbara Marciniak, the Bringers of the Dawn, and he said, everything that you're saying is, this book is written about. So I bought this book, and all this information was very similar to what I get from these Pleiadian people. So this is a continuation of these experiences and many deep, what is called in India, Samadhi experience and Satori experiences. So all these experiences, what I get in meditation and what I read about in the Vedas, all this is giving lectures, coming out with this information, because I feel in this time it's very important that people get to know the bigger picture. So this is what we do here in Veda Aurums. So now my English is not perfect, but I try to get it out anyway, so we will see what will happen. So I feel that we have to speak on a very broad level, people who understand what is going on, and people in the consciousness have connected to a deeper part of themselves. That people from many different directions, different kind of paradigm can meet and see that the love and the truth can override whatever we have in our background. This is very important. So here coming people from many spiritual directions, different cultures, different age groups, the different beliefs like this, but everyone can meet on a common ground, and when we understand that the human being within us is the same, whatever we believe or not believe, or whatever path we are walking. So I think it's very important that we can meet each other on a common ground. So otherwise it comes, a lot of fights about what path we are on, what our beliefs in, or what philosophies we like or dislike. This is my vision, that everyone coming together. So I believe much in certain things that have colored me very much from this life, from past life like this. I think because we try to get out some messages here in English, and I think slowly to get obvious my standpoint. So I will tell it slowly coming out my standpoints and certain experiences, certain meetings like this. Then we see what happened. So that is a little introduction about what we are doing here and about myself and like this.